okay when you're trying to live set apart from everyone and everything, and you move out to the middle of nowhere. I just want to let you know that you're never alone. There is something around you that you do not know exists, and why it's there, I don't know. So I'm going to be showing you places in the middle of nowhere, right out here where we live at, not too far from where I live at, and basically it's unexplainable. It's like, why is this here? What are they doing? Who lives out here? Why do they live out here? There's just too many questions than we have answers for. So with that said, let's check this out. Okay, this is the California desert, and the first thing I wanted to show you, in the middle of nowhere, you have this fence right here. And so it's this barbed wire fence, look like, where right here was it's a large fence. And then you can see that if you climb over the fence, they dug a trench around the whole property. Trench. That way now when you hop over there, now you got to go up the trench to get onto this compound. And then they smoothed out the whole compound, because you see trees are growing everywhere, these little bushes out in the desert. And so they got this trench surrounded this whole compound, and it's a big slab of concrete right here, and Lord knows what this is or that. So they have another slab of concrete out, which makes no damn sense. And you got a brand new look like fence out here, and then trenched out, so nobody can come onto this property. And then let's keep going further down here, and look at the shape of this property as we keep going further down on this property. We're gonna come up to something that looks like, and I don't know what this is, some kind of facility. This is right outside the property. So let's zoom in on that. It has some strange designs right there, as you can see. And let's zoom down. What is that? What is that? In the middle of nowhere. And look how high this fence is and this trench is. They make sure if you try to climb over that, I don't know. Like you couldn't get up here. Or you couldn't get up there without extreme difficulty. And so let's keep looking at this compound. You have some kind of building right here, and then something in the shape of a backwards E right here. Like a rose going out, some kind of weird ass heart in the shape of some kind of backwards E. And then you have some isolated building right there. And so let's look at this right here. What is that and why? And so they dug trenches out, and they got something inside the trench. Some kind of compound. Gotta be underground bunkers or something like that, because it's going down in the trench. But it seemed like if it would rain, the rain would go down in that. Because it would just quickly fill. So what the hell is it? You can't zoom in anymore, but it's very strange. And let's see what this other thing was over here. I have to zoom out. Right here. Let's see what that is. And then you got something on the outside right here. You can't explain what none of this stuff is. I mean, there's some strange things going on. And this is the California desert. It looks like some kind of truck or some kind of storage shed or something that's out there. Who knows what it is. And yeah, a big E in the middle of nowhere. California desert. And we're gonna keep on looking at. And right here, this is what I see a lot too. These this trench is dug facing a certain direction, and this direction is kind of like, and then it's a brick wall. It's almost like they're out here battling or doing something, and then I'm starting to see something weird over here. What the hell is this? Look at this. What is that? California desert. What is that? Yeah. You know, what is this? And then it's like a runway right here. Okay, and then you got all of these things, like some kind of weird machinery or something, but we're going to zoom in as close as we can on that. Look at this circle, like a disc, a CD disc. We ain't going to explain what this shit is. I mean, we're not going to be able to explain. Look at that. Like, what is that? Some kind of growth or fungus or planes or what is it? Yeah. Dirt patches. They're like, okay, so it looked like they dropped something down on there and it exploded. From now, you know, looking at it now, and we can go a little bit closer and see, you know. Wow. Anybody know what that is? That's some weird, strange shit, man. And it's in the middle of nowhere. Like, who out here doing this? Are they trying to be precise on targets or something like that? You got them all lined up in a row, 3, 6, 9. You know, and all of these are lined up in a row. You know. And then you got these buildings right here. Let's see what the hell they don't even know what that is, but let's see what this is right here. Zoom down in. Another kind of like trenched out thing, and Lord knows what this is and why the design and everything else. Oh, I see something else right here. A signpost right there. Don't enter. This is the place that everyone says that if you come down here, they'll kill you. They'll kill you. I mean, no questions, no nothing. You get shot dead, mown down if you come down here. That's what we were told when we got here. Okay, like I said, there's some really strange going ons out here, and you can't tell what the hell it is. And we're gonna get back to that maze thing, but what the hell is this? It's in the middle of the desert. It looked like greenery, like something's very green, but or something's very black. Don't know what the hell this is. And it's a strange shape, you know. But then you got this building with this large shadow. But these buildings, watch, you start out with this one, and they don't have tops on them. So there's open buildings, you know, open plains. And then we're gonna go to the other ones. Let's zoom out a little bit. And look at that. They're like mazes, like, okay, like maybe you go in, I don't know, and it's like you're in a maze. It makes no damn sense. And then it's a brick wall that's blocking this, look like, or something that's dividing these mazes or whatever. The boxes are open. Like, look at them. The rooms that look like mazes. It makes no damn sense of what the hell they are doing out here. And then there's these weird cars, you know, that's, you know, let's zoom in on the car and see what the hell it is. As far as we can go. But they almost look like they rusted out, you know, and they just sitting there. Each one has some kind of rusted out car or some kind of, I don't know, maybe it's not a car, you know, maybe you guys can tell me what the hell that is. And then here it is, these mazes with these windows or doors inside the mazes, you know, and it makes no damn sense. Like, this is the middle of no damn where, you know, and you got something 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out here. It almost looked like some code that you're spelling to aliens, you know what I mean? Yeah, I wanted to show you guys this, so I want you to look around. This is the mountains. There's nothing out here. Miles and miles and miles around. There's nothing out here. And then you have this little pathway right here that looks like somebody made, and it goes to this, and it's nothing, nobody, nothing around I'm talking about mountains. I mean, this is the mountains of the high desert, and then we're gonna zoom in on this little house or whatever it is, compound in the middle of nowhere, sitting out here. I mean, you would have to have everything. I mean, this it's 120 degrees out here. Water is scarce and food is scarce. You would have to know these mountains to have something like this out here. You would have to be hunting these mountains. You would have to have an ample supply of bullets and everything else. It almost like you got to be airlifted to even come out here. But yet it's somebody living out here in the middle of nowhere, and it makes no worldly sense. You know, I can say, I mean, I'm talking about shit. You're talking about set apart. This is set apart. I mean, right here, this is set apart. You don't get no more set apart than that. I mean, I'm pretty sure they done seen some strange things out here, you know. And we just zoom out and you'll see that it's the mountains in the middle of nowhere. I mean, you're in the middle of nowhere. It's like, I don't know where this path leads to, but you know, you got a long hike, and you know, I don't think cars and stuff can, like, I mean, it looks like it's made, but come on, wow, this is crazy. And that's where you live at, right there. You know, and then it looked like some L-shaped barrier right here. I don't know. This is some weird crap, man. Out here, and then every once in a while you just run into something, and you're like, what the hell is that? You know. Again, folks, they are doing some weird shit in California. So this is the mountains in the middle of nowhere. You know, and then you start seeing strange stuff like this. You know. And strange things like this. Look at this. And we're gonna zoom in on this. Look at this. Now you're starting to see it better, huh? Look at that. So you got some kind of weird ass facility right here in the middle of nowhere in the mount. This is a mountain, high desert mountain. You know. And let's take a look at these strange. You got some kind of something right here that they're building. Something right here. And look at this. What is that? Like little suns that they're making. That don't seem like it's a natural formation. You know what I mean? It's not a natural formation, and it's like some kind of weird ass tree growing weird ass fruit. You know, and then you got a compound that look like it's right there. You know, and one of the circles, the high circles. Look at this circle, man. And we're gonna get to that compound in a minute, but look at that. Who makes this and why? This is not alien, people. Come on, this is alien shit, man. And then, I'm serious. Look at that, man. What is that? Like, who in the middle of nowhere, just like I said. Look at that. It's a building right here. And in one of these weird, strange ass freaking octagon circles, you know, it's a building right there. It's casting a shadow. You know, in the middle of nothing. And then, like, who lives out here? Look at this. And it's surrounded by a canyon. It's very fucking strange. And then these weird ass crop circle, like, kind of fucking shit, with roads that lead to each circle. Like, what are they doing? Coming out here praying to the sun god? That's what it looked like. And then all of these are some type of compound or building. And then I want to get to this down here before we get to that. Like, okay. Let's zoom out a little bit. Right here. Look at this shit. So you got some kind of wireframe thing going on right here, and come on, look at this, man. What is that? These look like solar panels. Let's let it clear up a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Solar panels. And some kind of solar station right here. that you built out in the middle of nowhere. I can't say if they are solar panels, but that's what they look like. You know, we can't zoom in any closer, but they like little black solar panels. They're facing towards pretty much the east, and then it's like you built some kind of solar station, and you got some kind of powerhouse right here in the middle of the mountain, people. In the middle of the mountain, in the middle of nowhere. Look at that. Look at this. Zoom all the way out. And this ain't even all the way zoomed out. All the way zoomed out. You ain't gonna, I mean, unless you was looking hard, you wouldn't find this. And, you know, they secretly tried to hide this, you know. But just like I said, only way you get in here is a helicopter. You know, look at that. So you flying over. If you wasn't like meticulously looking at these patterns, you wouldn't find this. And like I said, in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by mountains. No roads, no highways, no people, no nothing. And it's some kind of weird ass solar station out here. Okay, with that being said, we're gonna close this up, but just wanted to let everybody know that not only are these strange buildings and facilities and structures out here in the middle of nowhere, but they are heavily guarded. You know, they have weird aircraft, and I can't even explain the aircraft, that fly around these things, and they guard it every night. So maybe I might do a video on these aircraft that guard this locations, or these locations. They fly up in the air, they guard it from the east and the west, and you'll see it both in the east and the west. At particular times they're guarding this area. And just like I said, you go to any of these compounds or structures, it was said you'll be shot on sight. Let's wrap the news.